hello. Welcome, just going out for a bit.
Hey Chia. That was my cat Chia. Small cat, but it's getting better. Bigger, as you can see. Anyway, she's left me with presents. In fact, most mornings and evenings and in the daytime, I always get a present or two. What a nice present to get. However, thinking about it, I thought that she's actually given me an idea. All those wood pellets, what could I possibly do with wood pellets apart from find the cat to have a poo? And she's having a wee right now. There you go. Right, so wood pellets. That got me thinking. Back in my favourite slice of woodland. Just the sort of place where you can have a stealth stove and you can light it and there'll be no smoke, so there'll be no interfering dog walkers or concerned people. So join me as we have a look at a wood burning multi-stove, old tech, old school, old price technology. Right. So, back out in the woods again. Nice to have you with us. Okay. So this thing which I've got is potentially one of the cheapest things you can get on the market for a stove. You know, I've seen it 1,000 times before. I think I bought one about 10 years ago and it's all rusted to high heaven. So, important piece, we'll go back to this in a minute. This is I think this was a Lixada one. Wood burning stove, a twig burning stove. And it's fantastic because, as you can see, it does. I have practice with this one, so I know it works. So it's essentially a bottom there that goes on the top. You fill your gubbins with air, and you start cooking away. Now, that falls on the floor. Now, what is important is, in my mind, how flexible this is, and it really is a jack of all trades. Okay, first things first. Like I said, I've road tested this for a change. I'm not just gone blind on this. Hence the reason my table has got a lovely scorch mark from the stove. So hence the reason why I've got, supposedly, because the last one didn't work on that, a nice fire resistant thing. So, this is a Lixada There are many like it, and they've all got different names. You know, you can have titanium ones, you can have stainless steel ones. They're metal. It makes no difference. But bottom stove attachment for all the air here. That's where the gas jets happen. And here is the handy thing you can just pop down the bottom and chuck your allocation of cat litter, which just goes above that. You don't need any more. Half an hour, all good. Now, what you can do, like I said, it is a multi-stove. So, you can turn that around, and that gives you the ability to put something on there to cook. You could have spirit burner that goes on there. Little bit of that, and we can cook along with that. So there's that. You could, courtesy of the cat again, that goes on top. Got a fire dragon thing that can be placed on there. That will burn. Just some straight gel will go on there. That will burn. You could even, while they're legally able to buy but much longer, solid fuel. And that will go on there, and that will cook. So it's all very good. I think it's time we should have just a quick demonstration, because I feel a bit thirsty and my guest is due any minute to help me out today in the woods. Tell you what, let's try, because I've opened this up a little bit. Bit of meths. I'll go and get this ready, light it, and we'll start cooking some water for our coffee. Right. Right. Just let that go. All we do now, wait for the jets, wait for the coffee. And that crunching of feet tells me my guest is here. So I'll quickly introduce you to him. And yeah, Right. And this is my compadre, Mark, who's a bit of a woodsman himself. What do you think of this place and what you found?
That's a lovely spot, isn't it? I went poking around while you were lighting up. There's quite a lot of evidence of muntjac, about 100 weight of squirrels and goldcrest and goldfinch, but I didn't see either of those, but I heard them.
Oh, what do they sound like?
Well, the goldcrest, which is a bigger bird, is a really tiny like call, but the goldfinch is wrong, the other way around. The goldfinch is bigger than the goldcrest, but the goldcrest sounds louder.
Okay, cool.
I can't hear one at the moment.
So what we're going to do now, I've put the Lixada on. I'm going to make you some coffee, some 999 special coffee.
Nice.
Which coffee bag sort of thing, which Jordan's brother produces.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, did not know that.
No.
Well, we'll have some of that. That'll take a while and we'll just sit down and shoot the shit.
Coffee o'clock then.
Coffee o'clock. Right. Bye then. Mark's decided on the defib and I've gone for code 0. Mark, do you want milk?
Yes, please.
Here's some samples I made earlier. I'm sure you'll like them. Very creamy, Mark.
I'm sure.
Right, we'll enjoy this. Cheers. It is very strong. It is very strong coffee. Now, as you can sort of see, Mark, thank you for assembling our nude fire tower. You can try and zoom in on that if you want to. When I went to, where's it gone? Scotchhammer's Knob.
Yeah.
Yes, Scotchhammer's Knob, Scotsman's Knob. I tried using that, and it was, I think, in the rating between 0 to 10, it was shit. Right, so we're going to try and give it another go today. Mark's pointed out the fatal flaw in it, in the bottom, the catchment area. It's too big for the pellets, so we're going to improvise and see if we can get it going. Yeah, we'll just see how these things work. But that's our game plan. As soon as that dies down, we'll go to the main event.
I've got the utmost confidence in you.
And I've got no cat shit, just cat shit pellets.
Coffee.
Excellent. Okay, now the main event. As you can see, I've turned that around. And got the cat litter. And there should be enough just to cover because I've measured this like Fanny Craddock. There we go. And that goes like that. And the next stage. Next. It's not Twining's English breakfast tea. It is one of the makeup pads embossed like that, like that. It should light lovely and create the perfect conditions for my stove to light. So my big heavy duty Zorro lighter, and hopefully the magic will begin. And last time I timed it, we're talking about 3 minutes before the jets come out the side, the gasification happens. Right. If there is a downside with this stove, like in any twig stove, it's going to produce soot. I've got something here which I'm going to try out for the first time to see if it will negate that. See if we can cook. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. And so one of the good things is once it's light, it produces no smoke, so it's fantastic for stealth camping. Being in some woodland you're not really supposed to be in, but that's just the way it goes. Enjoy the flames.
Yep.
Mark, as you can see, 3 minutes in. Have a look at this.
You just put a little waxy thing on top.
The wax things, they've done their job now, and now the wood's burning. And that's gasification.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Pretty goddamn good. Part like this, Mark. Instantaneous.
Oh, yes. See.
Do the other one. Mark, what we got for dinner tonight?
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs, a good breakfast at any time in the afternoon. Excellent. Tell you what, could you cut those down the middle?
Now they're bacon medallions.
Oh, gosh. All we need is Nigella Lawson to make an appearance. Though I don't think you in a bra quite cuts it, Mark.
No, indeed not.
Just to feed it on the top.
I don't think we're going to be able to cook eggs on this for love nor
Not
money.
to worry, not to worry. If you just leave it like that, at least it will heat the oil a little bit, so I can just transfer it onto there.
Well, it might heat up due to global warming.
Oh. Do you want? Shall we try my other thing?
Have we got a backup stove, have we?
We do have a backup stove.
Good lord.
By the water bottle mark.
Oh yeah.
Showing you the Hobo Extreme. There we go, I've got on there. This drainer, cutlery drainer, I bought in a local Indian outlet where I live. I did like the fact it's got a big base, okay, and lots of holes, which is always very useful on nice woods. So what I'm going to do now, seeing as that's failed Mark comprehensively,
Fundamental failure.
fundamental. See, what we're going to do now, we're going to load this up with some of this. You can light the spark. Bring it down a little bit. It'll stay lit. Yeah. Still going. Excellent. And as I go onto the other camera, how's that looking?
Much better than the fire tower.
Should we remove my lighter from the source of heat?
It's much better than the other one.
Yeah. But once that gets going,
So you reckon we can start cooking as soon as the smokiness dies down?
you can put it on now if you want, doesn't matter.
Really?
Yep, because it's got plenty of ventilation.
Okay.
Some nice British free range eggs. Now the good thing with the MSR is that, what's this stove? Oh, a double yoker captured on camera. The MSR, he repeats himself again. I've got another double yoker. Yes! What is the world record? 2 double yokers. One more for luck.
That's almost unbelievable, isn't it? Where'd you get them from?
The double yolk special eggs. Yes! I'm not going to jinx it anymore. That's 6 there. There you go. Now the good thing about this pot is that my stove over there fits straight in there. So on its own, in the little mesh bag, it rattles around a bit like a crazy person. And makes a load of noise. Tuck it in here, you've got 2 carrying things in one, and it makes no noise. Right, this is working well, Mark. I'll leave you to guard this and do the good work of stirring that.
Roger.
quite impressive in a way. That little stove thing was about £4.
This thing.
No, that's about fucking 30.
Was it?
This thing here about £4.
Yeah, that's a bargain.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, even though you've got all the jets working, and Mark is very impressed by that, aren't you, Mark?
Yeah, it's good.
Very good. From the same store that I got the thing over there, do you think this might work? Put it on there to catch the soot, and that might work on there through conduction. Might work, might not. We are cooking on cat shit litter, not gas. Although it's a gasification stove, cat shit litter stove. Yes. That's the soot. In fact, I'll try something out in a second for the rest of the When are the eggs nearly ready, Mark?
I'd be lying if I said they were nearly ready.
Okay.
But they are starting to look like scrambled eggs.
I haven't got pudding. I'm very sorry.
Well, at least this worked. I never had any doubt.
Good. Good.
Oh, it is good, actually.
So, what are your views on that little cooker over there?
That's good. It's light. You could use multiple fuel on it, and I reckon the only problem I can see is that it doesn't have any windbreak at all. So you'd have to construct a windbreak if it was.
Yeah, it might help.
Conditions,
But I think because the chamber is so low that it needs that to get the gases of air.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's almost like a transier, isn't it? Almost.
a bigger windbreak, and it'd be.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a really good stove. It's more than we said for the fire tower.
Oh God! So, give that to me. Officially crap. Gets no one's seal of approval. And it's got a French sounding name as well. So it's about half an hour. She's gone out. And I've still got uncooked bacon on my soot catcher. So rather than get more cat litter, we're going to try it with sticks and get some secondary flameage. What have you got? You throwing some in?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh, there was a flame then.
squirrel. So the addition of a few twigs on top of that, and the splash guard can give us, hopefully, crispy bacon. While Mark continues to play with his little thing.
This could be made to work, actually.
Have a drink, Mark.
Cheers.
Oh, look at that. You can take all of it.
I was going to put them on the plate.
Okay, cool. And that's the blackened stovey thing. But on the top, it's just the heat with the conduction. Bargain. Bargain. We like the Lixada wood burning stove, particularly with cat poo litter. Although it can be made to regenerize with little twigs. And that's been going now over an hour.
Yeah, that's
Pretty good. Ooh. Right, so as we show the last of the bacon, Mark,
Roger. Just trying to get a
you
bit
just
more,
can't get rid of it.
get a bit more flame out of this one.
That's okay. Have a bit of bacon.
Thank you.
Summing up, for old technology, because you can look at on the internet, it's been about 9 years, 10 years these have been in operation. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not reinventing the wheel here. All I'm trying to do is show there's a budget alternative. Yeah? So very impressed.
Yeah, that's by far and away the best stove.
Yeah. That could do a little bit of improvement and mucking around.
Yeah, it seems to, it doesn't draw enough air. So, because we've been putting twigs in both of these now for a little bit to see if it'll work just without the cat litter. That one has got much more flame and it creates a more generous heat than this one does. But if you get this going again so it's flaming, it's equally as good.
Okay.
And for the money. You know.
So, now we're going to finish off our bacon. Make sure these go down in flameage. And tidy up.
Yep.
Been a good afternoon?
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from this.
Rubbish. Okay. Good speak. So folks, I'm just going out for a bit. I bid you a fond farewell. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me. And hope to see you soon. Cheers then.